What's up YouTube? We back with another video and welcome to Shadow, where we talk all things anime, comics, and everything in between. We basically talking shit again, and we are choosing between which is the better dojutsu between the Sharingan and the Byakugan. Now, granted, I have no, I would choose the Sharingan probably a good 4, maybe 5 times out of 10, but it depends on the stipulations and depends on the situation.
What do you mean by that?
But main thing is I don't want to go blind, but also we are also trying to figure out which is the better dojutsu. So all feelings aside, let's just really get into this. When it comes to the Sharingan, obviously based on base 3 tome, you get to read, copy, and predict movements. You get to do some crazy ass shit with your Mangekyo. Then you go blind, then you get your EMS by swapping somebody's eyes out, and then after swapping their eyes out, you get your EMS, right? Then you get a Susanoo, whatever the fuck, really. But basically, when it comes to the Sharingan, it's a broken ability that a lot of people want, but I don't feel like killing my best friend or ending up going through some crazy ass emotions to ending up awakening it, and then awakening a stronger power, then going blind, and then ending up swapping somebody's eyes out, because I don't know where people's eyes has been, just like I don't know where people have been in general. Basically, the main thing when it comes to it, the Sharingan is great, but like when we look at it from the perspective of Byakugan, when like we see Naruto, like in general, like just like regular Naruto, the Byakugan had it to where it was considered to be one of the powerful ones, because again, the Byakugan not only was able to see chakra, like the flow of chakra, you could see people's kentetsu points, I'm pretty sure I said that right, plus you also had, due to you being a Hyuga and you having the Byakugan, you learn Gentle Fist, you can also expel your chakra through your own tenketsu points. You can do some crazy ass shit like air palm, rotation, but like certain people within certain branches of the Hyuga and then Uchiha were able to do crazy things with certain abilities, what they have within their certain abilities of the Sharingan and the Byakugan. Mainly thing we've got to go over is which is the better one. Now granted, I will say this though, when we think about it from just a standpoint of a regular everyday use, Sharingan most likely is the better choice when it comes to better dojutsus, because again, not only do you get your regular Sharingan with the abilities of read, copy, and predict movements, plus a small amount of genjutsu that is unrivaled. When you get your Mangekyo and EMS, you have a possibility of having 2 crazy ass abilities, or 1 crazy ass ability and a genjutsu, or 2 crazy ass genjutsus, right? It's one of the 3, right? Now granted, you can say genjutsu is part of the crazy ass abilities, but I don't know, that's just my viewpoint. But when it comes to the Byakugan, there's no update. There's no over the air satellite update that you can get to where you can evolve higher to a Tensegan or anything, right? You just stuck with the Byakugan. Now, unless you're an Otsutsuki, you can get the Tensegan by getting the eyes of a Hyuga, but that's not the Hyugas though. You got to be an Otsutsuki, and plus, if you're like an Otsutsuki, or you have Otsutsuki chakra, you can get the Jogan possibly. I don't know how it works. It looks obvious that the Byakugan is the weaker out of the 2, but when we really think about it for a second, is it? Now let me explain for a second. So when we look at certain characters, we obviously like Madara, Obito, Kakashi, Sasuke, Itachi, all them, Shisui, every single one of them had some crazy ass feat to match their crazy ass ability, and not only their crazy ass feat and ability, but they were all feared. Like if you see them, they're like, oh shit, that's an Uchiha. Like that's basically everybody. But when it comes down to a Hyuga, everybody wanted the fucking Hyuga's eyes. But why though? Nobody really wanted a Sharingan. Unless you're fucking Danzo. But like, why is that? And I'm not saying that the Byakugan is more powerful than the Sharingan, because obviously when it comes to a massive scale, with the abilities you have, and I'm pretty sure I'm saying that a lot this video, with what you gain from the Sharingan, you're obviously going to be fucking outmatched if you have a Byakugan. But certain things you kind of will be better at with the Sharingan than a Byakugan, but unless you have some sort of upgrade to equal that, you're really not getting shit. But the Byakugan, in some cases, if you train yourself or work hard enough or pull them Rock Lee and Mike Guy or whatever, you may be able to rival a Sharingan's any evolution of a Sharingan and have just a regular Byakugan and still beat niggas' asses. Now, what do I mean by that? Basically, what we got to think about is this. During the Chunin exam, I really wanted to see Neji versus Sasuke. We never got to see that. But what we really have to think about it is this. Neji was seen as a genius. Sasuke, on the other hand, was an emo kid with a crazy ass ability that also got trained by somebody who decided to wanted to be Electro. So when we think about it for a second, if we seen the power of a genius from the side branch of the Hyuga versus the last standing Uchiha that we knew of at the moment in time, I'm pretty sure that would have been a great fight, and plus we would have seen things that we probably would never have seen, or probably will never see ever in Naruto. I'm pretty sure just by the fact that Neji was able to use rotation, eliminate the flow of chakra through certain Tenketsu points within Naruto, and not only that, later on, Air Palm. Now granted, I'm using a Shippuden feat with Naruto, but I don't know why the fuck I'm doing that. When we look at it, rotation and just the ability to turn off Kentetsu points, I'm pretty sure he would have posed a threat. But with Sasuke's abilities, now granted he didn't have an EMS at the time, it would have just been base level everything. I'm pretty sure it would have been an interesting fight. But when we look at it from a standpoint, like later on, Sasuke got a crazy ass ability, Itachi, Shisui, Fugaku. We don't know what his is, but I made a video on it. I'm pretty sure I posted it on the screen somewhere. Madara, Obito, Kakashi, all of them. But we only have nobody wanted a Sharingan unless you were Danzo. But when we look at it from another standpoint, everybody was after the Hyuga. Literally, somebody got murked, and then Elite Village had to send the dead bodies to not start a war over the Byakugan. Now here's the thing. Let me get into some real shit. Mokai Kohinata, I think that's the nigga's name. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong about that. This dude had one Byakugan, and not only did he have one Byakugan. My cat's coming in the room. I hope you want to come say hi. Okay, fuck you too. This dude had one Byakugan, and the only reason why he had one Byakugan is because his family was either a part of the side branch or something. I can't remember. I don't remember everything, but I know his family is part of the Byakugan, part of the Hyuga. That family separated from the Hyuga, dated outside their clan, and generations later, the nigga was born. But this dude was so skilled with a Byakugan that he was able, when he had to fight both Itachi and Shisui, he was able to split a fireball in half using gentle fist. Hold up. Think about that for a second. A fireball in half using gentle fist. Now granted, a fireball is made out of chakra, which is basically the only reason why he was able to do that. If you were able to do that with a Byakugan, just one, and you're so far distant away from the family that your ass could be considered non-existent in the Hyuga bloodline, but you have a Byakugan. Imagine what would have happened if somebody, I'm not saying more powerful than Neji or Hinata or anybody within like the Hyuga family, but if anybody in the Hyugas was able to tap into just being able to do that, I can see why other villagers was trying to steal that Byakugan. Ao got the Byakugan, and that nigga actually saved the entire ninja world. And I'm gonna be for real with you. We gotta give Ao his props. If that nigga didn't sense that that leader from the samurai was under a genjutsu, this whole fucking war arc would have been shit. We really gotta give that nigga his props. But when we really think about it, everybody always wanted a Byakugan, but nobody wanted a Sharingan. And I'm not saying that they're more powerful, but due to the ability to turn on and off Tenketsu points, and not only to do that, to see the flow of chakra, and able to see up to, some people can see up to 20 kilometers away. I don't know how many miles that is. Do the conversion yourself. It's a possibility that the Byakugan could be more powerful than the Sharingan. Now, would I choose a Byakugan over the Sharingan? I'm not gonna lie, probably I will. I don't know, but it depends on certain stipulations. Like if you give me how I want the Sharingan to roll out, yes, I definitely will choose the Sharingan over the Byakugan. But if I don't get no evolution with the Byakugan, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna use that shit. But then again, superheroes have one ability all the time. Most superheroes have only one ability. like Black Canary. She got her Canary Crop. But the Hyugas have other abilities just besides they Byakugan. Like, I'm pretty, if Mokai Kohinata was able to split a fireball, 20 bucks says that nigga can tear down a Susanoo. I will put my Cash App in the if anybody wants to test me, I will put my Cash App in the fucking comments. But basically what I'm saying is the Byakugan could potentially be more powerful than the Sharingan. But that's really all I got. I'm not saying it is, but I think it's a possibility. We just got to look at a certain more things. And plus, even though Kishimoto is not going to do this, but I'm just saying, unless he going to say some shit, I'm just speculating. It's a possibility that the Byakugan is more powerful than the Sharingan. But that's just my 2 cents. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'm going to catch you on the next one. We out.